As we end an old year and go into a new one, many business experts will now tell you kung anong magandang negosyong pasukan. When I was checking some of the suggestions, sabi ng ibang business experts, online publishing is good, content creation is still good, nadagdag ang dropshipping, kasama ang online marketing. But marami ang nagsasabi sa kanila na pagpapasok ka sa negosyo, you must consider the opportunities around artificial intelligence at saka itong mga energy conservation technology katulad ng solar. When I was reading the list, naisip ko, bakit nawala yung idea of cryptocurrency, pati na mga NFTs or non-fungible tokens, which were very, very hot during the pandemic. You will notice that karamihan ng mga negosyong sinasuggest at the start of the year are technology-based. Ako naniniwala that these technologies must not be the basis of the business you will go into. But instead, these technology are just tools that will help make our business more successful. So anong magandang negosyong pasukan? Many years ago, I had a Kape Tayo session in Quezon City. And when I was talking to the group, may nagtanong sa akin. Sabi niya, Sir Dong, maganda ba ang negosyong milk tea? Sabi ko, ba't mo naman naisip ang milk tea? Kasi sabi niya, mahilig ako sa milk tea. So, might as well start a business around it. Nahiya lang ako sabihin sa kanya na baka malugi ka kasi ikaw ang unang uubos ng milk tea. Pero I asked the lady, sabi ko sa kanya, naintindihan mo ba kung paano mag-source ng mga gamit sa milk tea business? And do you understand the market niyaan? So most of the time, ang tanong natin kung anong negosyong magandang simulan. And so ngayon, as we go into a new year, tanong na naman yan ng karamihang tao. Alam mo, itong tanong na anong magandang negosyong simulan o pasukan is often asked of me regardless of the year. Whenever I give a business training, people will always ask me anong magandang negosyong simulan. And alam nyo, I always get irritated with the question. Kasi ang totoong tinatanong nila, anong negosyo ang siguradong kikita? Yung walang lugi. And ang sagot ko parati sa tanong na yan is, walang magandang negosyo, wala ring pangit. Lahat ng negosyo maganda, lahat ng negosyo pangit. Kasi ang success ng negosyo, wala sa negosyo, kung hindi sa nagnenegosyo. Let me explain what I mean. Meron akong kilala sa Cagayan de Oro na may-ari ng isang junk shop. I got to know the person because when we were still supplying McDonald's for Visayas and Mindanao, we would buy used boxes from his junk shop. One day, meron akong hinanap na isang pyesa na maliit. So I cannot go to the hardware kasi most of the time, they give me one length of that certain item. And gusto ko lang isang maliit na size kasi kailangan ko siya sa farm. So pagdating ko dun sa junk shop, tamang-tama andun ang may-ari. And I was asking him kung meron siya nung item na yon. So sabi niya sa akin, Dong, wala dito. Nasa isa kong bodega. Alam mo, yung pinuntahan kong bodega, malaki na yun pero meron pa pala siya isang mas malaking bodega. Eh nung papunta kami sa bodega, sabi niya sa akin, huwag ka na magkotse, sumabay ka lang sa akin. And so sumakay ako sa isang bagong Toyota na van. Sana you are enjoying the first part of the video. Before we go to the remainder of the video, I'd like to ask you sana a small favor. Alam mo ako, I wish I could help more Filipinos become fruitful, and this is the reason why I share the things I've learned in life. Will you help me help other people by subscribing to the channel? Kasi as the subscription of a channel grows, YouTube tends to share this with more people. Tulungan mo ako matulungan ng lahat ng Pilipino maging fruitful. Eh, nung papunta kami sa bodega, sabi niya sa akin, "Huwag ka na magkotse, sumabay ka lang sa akin." And so sumakay ako sa isang bagong Toyota na van. And as we were driving, pinakita niya sa akin yung bahay niya na katabi nung junk shop na pinuntahan namin. And ang laki ng bahay. 2 stories na magandang bahay. And he was telling me that because of his business, he gets to buy a new car every 2 years. Nung pumunta kami dun sa isang mas malaki niyang bodega, ang daming basura, ang daming mga junks na iba-ibang klase. So tinanong ko siya, sabi ko, ano ang hindi mo kayang ibenta sa bodega na 'to?" Sabi niya, "Wala." It was a wet day, so medyo maputik do'n sa tinatayuan namin, and I was standing on a piece of carton, yung karton ba na napunit, nakabaon sa lupa kasi napabayaan. Sabi niya, "Yang tinatapakan mong karton, kaya ko ibenta 'yan." And so I was just amazed with this person. So yung kaibigan ko, junk shop ang negosyo. So what will you do now if I tell you, junk shop magandang negosyo? Pero ang tanong, 'di ba, lahat ba ng junk shop kumikita? Hindi rin. Yung kaibigan ko, yumaman dahil sa junk shop. You see, you have to understand, hindi importante kung ano sinasuggest ng mga expert sa atin. Kasi baka wala kang abilidad nun o wala kang resources for that business. Many years ago, they were suggesting Airbnb. Pero paano ka makaka-Airbnb pag wala kang bahay, wala kang apartment, wala kang mga investment na mga condominium? So many of my friends na OFW, because Airbnb daw ang magandang negosyo, nag-ipon para makabili ng maraming condominium kasi in the future daw, they will rent it as Airbnb. Was it a good idea? Oo. Pero because of the pandemic, many people have left Metro Manila. Lumipat sila sa probinsya. And because of the power of the internet, they can now do their business away from Metro Manila. And many people do not want to live inside Metro Manila because ang sikip-sikip, traffic congested. I know that because struggle ako whenever I am in Manila. And today, because of Agoda, ang dali-dali maghanap ng murang hotel. So ang tanong ngayon, anong gagawin mo sa marami mong condominium? Hindi ko sinasabing mali ang Airbnb. Ang sinasabi ko lang, oftentimes we go into a business kasi sabi ng mga business experts. Now, I call myself a business guru, guro lang, teacher lang, not an expert. Paano pag sabihin ko sa iyo, junk shop maganda, magja-junk shop ka ba? Kailangan ko maintindihan mo na ang magandang negosyo is based on kung ano alam mo, kung ano ang meron ka. Ito mga bagong technology are tools to make your business more effective. In fact, meron akong kaibigan ngayon na I'm so impressed with his farm. And his farm is full of technologies. Marami siyang CCTV, marami siyang traktor. Ako wala ako noon. My friend has used technology to his benefit. Ako, I'm still studying the way he does things because gusto ko rin sana siyang gayahin. But I will use those technology to make my business, which is farming, more effective. Pero ang negosyo ko is based on what I have and what I know. So ngayong taon, if you're asking kung ano magandang negosyong pasukan, I will still ask anong meron ka, ano alam mo, and nasan ka. In another video, I would like to explain to you ano ang mga bagay na dapat mo i-consider when you want to start a business. For the meantime, sana nag-enjoy ka sa video na to. Kung nakatulong sa'yo, sana you will share this with your friends and family. Sana then you like this video so that the algorithm of YouTube will encourage more people to watch the video para naman matulungan ng ibang Pilipino maintindihan kung paano magsimula ng negosyo. So maraming salamat for watching and may God bless you.